Mr. Cerezo's death was brutal, violent, and gruesome. Mr. Sylva's progression into madness, his delusions, and what happened to him in the months leading up to his killing is sad and terrifying as well. But fear and the other improper passions cannot creep into your deliberations. At the time of the offense, March 18, 2018, was Mr. Sylva suffering from a physical, mental disease, disorder, or defect? The answer to that question is a unanimous yes. And I say it's unanimous because every single professional that came into this courtroom and testified for you agrees. Mr. Sylva suffers from delusions. His brain works differently than ours. Thought synapses are blocked, according to Dr. Blinder. Dr. Vargo identifies schizoaffective disorder. Dr. Choi, even Dr. Choi, prosecution's doctor, comes up with a similar diagnosis. His caring physician, Dr. Feenstra, identifies symptoms of delusions of grandeur, angels, and demons. It is unanimous for the first question. He was suffering from a mental disease or disorder. We have over 1,000, maybe 1,500 pages of medical records that was reviewed by Dr. Vargo, Blinder, Choi, and we can put together a timeline. August of 2017, Mr. Sylva is depressed after crashing a vehicle and becomes withdrawn, irritable. That is when Mr. Walton notices changes. Finds him talking to himself, having a conversation with people who aren't there, or things who aren't there. When we move into September and November, this delusion becomes stronger. Delusions about angels and demons, and a delusion of grandeur begins. A mission to rid the world of demons. It becomes so prominent that his own brother has to say, "You can't live here. The holes caused in the floor of your living space, the hygiene, I cannot have you here." 18 times coming to the hospital. And the hospital knows it. They note non-compliant with abiding by antipsychotic medication. Or as Dr. Blinder says, it only has a therapeutic effect when the patient ingests it. It does no good when it remains in the bottle. Number one, absolutely, it's unanimous. There was a disease, disorder, or defect Mr. Sylva was suffering from and he still suffers from. Number two, as a result of this defect or disease, Mr. Sylva lacked the substantial capacity either to appreciate the wrongfulness of his conduct or conform conduct to the requirements of the law. Because we all know one thing about Mr. Sylva is that he has never wavered in the belief that Mr. Cerezo was a demon, was not a human being. It is what he told the police after he was arrested. It's what he told the other people in the bathroom. And it's what he told you. Mr. Sylva exercised his right to testify, got up there, he told you, the person in the bathroom that he struck his cane knife at was a minion of Satan. Was not a human. Does he lack the substantial capacity to appreciate the wrongfulness of what he's doing? To appreciate the fact that this was a person in the bathroom, that that blood was real, that it wasn't a demon? The answer is no, of course he can't appreciate that. He's never appreciated it, and he's never demonstrated it. It is more likely than not that Mr. Sylva saw a demon and acted because of his delusion, which is why he is not guilty. Mr. Sylva never saw Alex Cerezo that day. When you go back and look at the description, when they try to talk to him after he's arrested, Detective Satterfield, the guy with the visor, says to him, "What did he look like?" "I don't know." "Can you describe him?" "No." Why not? Because he's not seeing a person. Mr. Sylva is not guilty because he is sick. He is not guilty by reason of insanity. I urge you, we all urge you, reject fear and apply the law. Find this man not guilty by reason of insanity. Thank you.